not Valentine's Day.
It's almost Valentine's Day.
Only one more day?
No.
2 more?
10 more. In 10 days. So, first thing you're going to do is brush out all of the hair. I'm going to do it on wet hair. I've also done this on dry hair. So you just brush it all back. Make sure there's no snarls. You can put detangling spray or BioSilk, whatever you use in there. And then we're going to take a rat tail comb, or this is a color comb, but you can use just any comb that has a good point. I like these because they're a little bit sharper. And right down the middle of the top of her head, we're going to part it down. Now, I don't really love doing parts straight down the middle of my kids' heads. It's not my favorite. So I'm going to do, you can leave it like that or you can do a zigzag. I'm going to do a zigzag. And you just kind of go back and forth. And so then you have, and it kind of breaks apart that line so that when you're looking straight at her, it's not so dramatic. Alright, so we have that now, but we still have a little bit of the middle left, so we know where the middle of her head is. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to draw with the rat tail comb a heart on her head, starting in the middle and going up and around and back. So I'm going to take the point of my comb and point it in a triangle shape towards her head. And then round it off a little bit. And you want to keep about 2 inches at least on the perimeter to braid in. I'm going to do a little bit more so that she has more of a braid. You can make your heart as small or as big as you want. So let's see. That's a little better. Just smooth out any pointy edges. And comb it down. You can kind of see this half heart shape starting to take place on top. Alright, so that looks like half of a heart to me. Let's go on the other side and try to match it up. So we're going to point the comb up and just kind of draw a heart and scoop it up, part it down. And you can hold this back and see how your heart looks. Are they about the same width? You can adjust it a little bit if you need more. So once you have a basic heart shape, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but try to get it at least so it's kind of even. You're going to take that whole section, comb it up, and put it away for now. We're just going to put a scrunchie or a clip on it. And get it out of the way. Okay, so now we have where we're going to be working on our heart. Alright, and so we're going to take this section up and take just the top section. I just drew a straight line underneath to get a section to start braiding. And you're going to cut it into 3 pieces. And then the one closest to her face is going to go in first, and then the back. And it's very important to braid right over this heart line, so you're covering it up. So pull the hair over that. You're going to hold it in your 3 fingers. One, your thumb's holding one, the next finger's holding this one tight, and then this one's holding tight. And I kind of keep them separated in my fingers like that. And then you're going to scoop up a small section of hair and add it to this middle one. And then you're going to fold over twice. And then you have the 3 sections again. Grab a small piece of hair, put it over into the middle section, fold over twice, one from each side. So we're only adding from the right side right now. And just make sure you're staying right on top of that little line that you drew. So I'm turning her. Look down like that, Daisy. Staying on my line. Adding from the right side to the middle. Okay, this will be my last one. It's okay if there's a little bit of extra hair hanging down here because you have to do the other side still. Now I'm going to braid this all the way down just to make sure it doesn't come out, and I'm going to put a little elastic in it to hold it there while I'm doing the other side. So just braid it down a while. So it should be pretty much right on top of that line that you had drawn. So we're going to do the other side now, starting up at the top. Same thing, we're just going to take that whole section, straight line underneath. Make sure you get all these little hairs. And her hair's starting to dry out a little bit, so I'm just going to spray some hairspray on there. Alright, now this time we're going to be adding from the left side. And we're going to add the closest one to the face first, and then the back, and then hold them in your fingers. 1, 2, 3. You're always adding to this middle section once you fold it over again. So you add to that middle section to keep it really tight, and then you fold over once, twice. So now we have the middle section again. Keep it right over the line that you drew. So this is what is keeping the braid really tight so you can have it organized, is when you pinch it between your fingers. So just push those 3 fingers right like that and then hold it with your thumb. Hold it over. Keep making sure you're pulling it right up to that line so we can hide the line. Okay, so I have this little bit of hair left in the middle, and that's fine. Just let that hang down. And I'm going to braid this one all the way down, just so we don't lose anything that we've done. And I'm going to put another elastic in this side. Okay, so now I'm going to dry this section of hair. Make sure you put a lot of hairspray on the braid. And when you're blow drying, make sure that you're not blow drying these hairs away from her face. Try to just keep it in the middle. You can use a round brush to keep it away from the braid. Okay, we just finished blow drying, and the reason why I blow dried, you could just do this on dry hair, but I think that the braids are a little bit tighter and cleaner on wet hair. But if you want to really like loose look, and you could even do like a smaller heart. You could do it on dry hair and just have it be a little bit softer. I was trying to get it to stick to her head a little bit more from the front, so depends on what look you want. And then blow drying this middle section has just given it a little bit of body. So when you look at it behind, if you take these two in pieces and cross them, and it has this cute little poofy heart shape. And you could tease this up a little bit if you wanted to make it more dramatic. Shape it in there. You're going to take your two top braids, stick them on top. Get them kind of tight so you get that little point at the end of the braid. And go through with your rat tail comb and just kind of poof up the middle a little bit if you want. And hairspray again. Okay, so I'm going to take out these two elastics that we had in just for the drying. And then braid it a little bit. Because I'm going to curl this part of her hair with the flat iron. So I'm just going to take small sections and twist the flat iron around. Slowly pull it out. And I'm going to go all the same direction with these. If the hair's still a little bit damp, just move a little bit slower so that the flat iron can dry it and curl it at the same time. I am going to take it one step further and do another little heart inside just to give it more detail. If you want to go all out for Valentine's Day. And then I'm going to just draw another smaller heart on the inside of the already done heart. So there's the first part. There we go. One with a little bit smaller. And again. On this side. Too much. Okay, so once you have a decent shaped heart here, you can take this up and ponytail it off. Just wrap it around itself and clip it up so we don't lose any of that heart shape. Okay, so go back up here, find the middle again, middle of your heart. And we're going to take this and braid, French braid it over again. Do the same thing. So you take a section, and you're going to put the one closest to the face in first, and then back. Make sure you're staying on top of your line.
Ow.
And start on the other side.
Ow.
Put the one towards the face in first. Just comb it a little bit down.